Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about some stocks that y'all should keep in your watches for today. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions. For those of y'all who dropped those stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you are brand new to the channel or you haven't done so already. Let's begin right off the bat. So right now we haven't moved too far off from yesterday. It was looking quite good. A lot of y'all woke up at like 5 and 6 a.m. and saw that the market was up and you were all happy. But now it's pulling back a little bit and you're kind of mad. And I do understand it. It's okay. I don't think this pullback is going to last for too long. I think let me change this thing to the 5 actually. Yeah, so right now it's just falling ever so slowly. So I think it's gonna drop all the way down to like 464, and then it's just going to chill there before it tries to make another move higher. Like I'm expecting this right here. This is what I am expecting. A higher low for today before we bounce higher towards 4,700 today. I think it's all gonna happen in just one day. If not, then it's just gonna drag its feet and happen over the course of 2 days, right? So it's either this or it's either this. I'm not bearish. I'm not fully bearish on the market. Like, no, I'm not. This is what I'm expecting for today. So just keep your eyes on the lookout for that one. All right. Now let's talk about some stocks. The first one that y'all should keep in your watch list for today, that stock is AMD actually. All right. Now regarding this one right here, I'm not bearish on it, and here's why. Number one, if you look on the left hand side, it actually got upgraded and it was given a new price target of $155. Again, these financial analysts who are putting out these news and these prices are just people who were expressing their very honest opinion on the stock based off of their tools or expertise or whatever their experience. Again, just like I'm providing my opinions on it. But so far it's doing good. It gapped up by $2 pre-market. I think it's just going to fall all the way back down here to 132 before bouncing up to 136. All right. And also check out the daily. The daily is not looking too bad. The daily is looking quite good. There is a very bullish hammer right here. So what I'm seeing for today is that we could see a morning star on the chart. We could see a morning star with a body like that. All right, something that looks like this, and then what happens on Wednesday will be determined later on. All right, but this is what I am seeing for AMD, so definitely keep that one on your watch list. That's the first one. Now the next one is for, I'm kind of bearish on it. Again, we cannot be too overly bullish today. You have to look at both different types of opportunities and see which one is the best one. So this sector in general ran really hard. It ran a lot, and right now I just feel like it's overbought, and I think it's due for a pullback. This is Bank of America. All right, a lot of banks had their moment. They had a huge move last week when a whole SPY was tanking, and right now that the SPY stopped tanking and it bounced a little bit, I think that it's due for a drop. And also this move was sort of kind of predictable. It's actually the result of this right here. There is that bullish triangle on the chart right over here, and then it flew for quite some time and went all the way up to $50. I think that it's just going to roll over and drop all the way down to like $48, maybe even $47.50 before we see another bounce into earnings, and then earnings is going to decide its fate. All right, but that's what I'm seeing for the short term for BAC. And honestly, I think the other banks are gonna follow the same route as well. So I'm not too bullish on banks. They have their moment. This is the part where people take their money off the table, especially those individuals who bought this huge run up over here. All right, it's getting tired. So just keep that one on your watch list for an opportunity to the downside. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The first one that we're going to discuss in today's video, we're gonna talk about Disney. All right, what's up with Disney? I told y'all, I think it was last week. Somebody asked about it last week. I think it was like on a Tuesday, that there is that giant gap over here on the left, and that I didn't have any high expectations on Disney. I really did not. It was right after that day, and so far it's just chopping sideways. There's nothing too exciting over here. The market is kind of like in limbo. It's in a decision. I don't trade in the middle. Again, I'm just gonna patiently wait for this stock to give me a reason to trade it, because there really isn't that much money to be made on it. And this is kind of looking like a good setup for at least it was over here. It looks like a good setup for an iron condor, where you sell this call right here at like 165, and then you buy the call right here at 170, and then you sell the put right here at 145, and then you buy the put right here at 140. All right, and as long as it stays in here, you can pretty much bank on the premium. All right, these right here are going to be more expensive than the outer parts, therefore the whole thing will be a credit. So at expiration, then this thing the contract should go worthless, and the credit just would belong to you, right? As long as it stays in here. So this is kind of like, this is the ideal setup for an iron condor, where you can collect 20%, maybe 30% on your money at expiration. So again, I'm not touching this. I'm just gonna patiently wait for this thing to just stop chopping in here and choose a direction. All right, it could even last all the way until earnings. That would be extremely boring and dreadful, but it would be beneficial for people who set up this iron condor. That's my very honest opinion on Disney. The next one that we're going to talk about, that one is space. All right, now space this one right here, I'm not touching it, guys. I'm really not. I'm not interested in space at all. Like I'm not. No. Again, if you're a long-term investor and you buy stock, go ahead. Do whatever you want with this. Again, if you want to buy stock at $10, that's a good price to actually start buying stock. It is. It really is. I just want to catch it at the right time, because if you buy contracts early, you're just gonna lose in theta. It's just gonna chill in here for, I don't know how long it is. All right, I really have no idea how long it is. If you want to buy leaps, also you definitely can, but there is other opportunities that can pay me more in the short term that I'm interested in. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to pass on space. But it's really not at a bad spot for a long-term investor who is looking to start investing, who have done their homework, right? And you like the company. This is not a bad place to start buying stock, right? Now, the last one that we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about DraftKings. And DraftKings right now is trying to make a comeback. That Head and Shoulders is, I think it's done. I think this is the spot where we consolidate and we try to aim for 33 for these highs right here, for these previous highs right here. All right, now the question is, when are we going to get there? That is a mystery to me. I have no idea. I really don't. And for that reason, again, since I don't know when it's going to get there, if I don't know when something is going to get somewhere, I'm not taking the trade. I'm really not. So yeah, just keep that in your watch list. Again, long-term investors, this is your moment. You like to buy at the lows, buy stock at the lows, right? And then eventually you can tell when it tries to retest 50 later on, all right? It could even be through earnings. Let's say that there's some massive volume like right now. The volume is increasing. Buyers may be interested. It might trickle up here towards like 40, and then earnings might push it higher to 50. You never know. So that's just food for thought. So that's my very honest opinion on the stock. And that's the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are brand new to the channel or you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these daily uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook. Alright. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ngumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.